Welcome back. It's your boy Dewan Hoddles. It is Friday afternoon where I'm at, and today's weather has been amazing. I was able to go by the barbershop, get myself hooked up after going to the gym, doing some reps. One thing I want to say is that I tried to put on a suit recently. I had this suit for about a couple years, maybe about, well, it doesn't matter how long I had it. I just know that a couple years ago I was able to fit it very well. Now, I can't even button the top of my shirts at the neck, barely. The suit jacket, the arms are extra tight. So that's a good thing because one of my goals was to try to pick up muscle mass, mostly muscle mass. So that's been working out well, and I'm happy about that. Also feeling a lot better just in general. So, kudos to that. Kudos to me. All right. Anyways, y'all, enough about me. So just in, Binance has halted all US dollar deposits. You heard that right. Binance, probably the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world, has halted US dollar deposits. I talked about Binance probably about a few months ago because I was concerned that we saw some restrictions being placed on their exchanges when it came to withdrawals. Like they started implementing withdrawal limits for US users, which I thought that was, pretty much trying to choke off Binance a little bit. Binance has did a really good job. I got a message there. Did a really good job sustaining itself and staying stable, staying solvent. I think their proof of reserves is pretty high. I think that's due to a lot of just funds being locked up. They got a lot of BUSD locked up, and they just really big, right? Now, the SEC going after them just earlier this week, stating that they've been commingling funds, investor funds with their funds, right? Just mixing it up, probably withdrawing investor funds, which is very, very bad. That's Ponzi scheme-ish, basically, they've been accused of. They also been accused of providing unregistered securities through Cardano, Solana, and the likes. They also, what was another thing? It was some pretty serious accusations, typically. And staking, right? So staking, they talked about that. You're offering these staking to U.S. citizens. I also want to say that Binance they had a pretty good run at having U.S. investors as a good part of their market share. So this is all of the reasons why the U.S. SEC has gone after them. And now they've halted US dollar deposits, which I think is a very big deal, especially for people who have bags of different altcoins and a variety of altcoins. Why is that? Because now you have altcoins that you're seeing all around you. Different exchanges are being choked off that are not allowing sale of cryptocurrencies without some type of withdrawal limitations or KYC. And you're starting to see a lot of these exchanges having to stop their services in the U.S. And if they don't have services in the U.S., that means U.S. citizens can't even use their exchange to offload these cryptocurrencies. So it's looking like Coinbase may be the only option for a lot of these people. And I think that's part of the choke point, is to really corner an investor to use only Coinbase. I'm really looking forward to Coinbase's stock to do very well in the near future once the smoke clears with all of these this SEC hostility towards exchanges or towards these unregistered securities, using these exchanges as a proxy to corner them, choke them off. And really the end goal is to get them to register as securities as he's requested in previously. But coins are thinking that, just like most investors, crypto cowboys, crypto bros, they think that they can just hold these coins and nothing can be done about it because it's decentralized. And I really blame this on influencers. I really blame it on influencers, and not just the fact that influencers are misinforming their audience about the level of decentralization when it comes to these altcoins, but the fact that I'm going to say and this is just my assumption, that they've been paid off to promote these coins one way or another, and the term decentralization has been thrown around too loosely, and so people are getting struck in like a deer in the headlights with the SEC, and a lot of people still not really understanding the seriousness of what's happening. And I seen the seriousness of this, I can't even speak, happening because I saw the attack vectors, which I've been trying to really share with people. The attack vectors is the centralization of these altcoins. If they were decentralized, I would say let's go all in on altcoins and that's it. We're all going to the moon. But the vectors were so were like a blaring flaw that I knew that it could not withstand even just a minor attack from sovereign nations or government agencies. And so you're seeing that the first step is through exchanges. And I think the primary use case for a lot of these coins with investors is just to hold them, wait for a pump, and then dump them on centralized exchanges. Now that option is pretty much a wrap, honestly. What's next? Hold them and look for a decentralized exchange. Well, if most decentralized exchanges are protocols that are built on top of these other altcoin chains, and if these other altcoin chains are not able to get any type of like dollar cash liquidity, then yeah, I don't know how that would go. I think the next dagger would be if with the regulation of stable coins. I think that's a sticky situation, but that would also mess up the whole decentralized exchange thing as well. But the whole cashing out, wanting to try to get rich off of pumps, these big pumps, I think that those days, it's hard for people to really accept changes, and most times people are very reactionary. And like I said, in crypto, you have to be ahead of it. You have to be forward thinking and pragmatic. And it's good to be hopeful. You can buy, wish, and pray. I guess that's the gamble part that a lot of people have in them, but you got to know when to be pragmatic and turn and switch that mode of thinking. So yeah, I don't know how it's going to work out going forward with these centralized exchanges being choked off. I think this would all just end quickly, and people can go back to potentially looking forward to a nice little Bitcoin halving with your altcoins maybe doing something if these coins just register and coins and investors stop fighting it, because the rails need to be put up for this type of institutional money to come in. It's getting hot. Binance, no dollar deposits, man. God, that's big, and I think we're gonna see a lot more news starting the beginning of the week right after this, of other ripple effects. I'm not going to speculate, but this is going to make some moves happen that Binance stopped halted dollar deposits. So let me know what you think. Till next time.